Welcome to our journey through the Scriptures. Today, we're diving deep into Genesis chapter 29, a powerful and timeless story of love, patience, deception, and the unwavering hand of divine guidance. We all follow the patriarch Jacob as he embarks on a journey that will not only change his own destiny, but shape the future of an entire nation. So, get comfortable, and let's travel back in time to ancient Mesopotamia. Our story begins with Jacob, the son of Isaac and the grandson of the great patriarch Abraham. After a dramatic departure from his family home, Jacob sets out from Beersheba, heading toward the distant land of Haran. This isn't just a simple trip. It's a journey of a man seeking a new life, a fresh start, and perhaps a family of his own. His travels are long and arduous, taking him across vast deserts and rolling hills. Alone with only his thoughts and his faith, Jacob presses on, trusting in the promise God made to him in a dream. After many days of travel, he finally arrives in the land of the eastern peoples. He comes upon a well in an open field, a central gathering place in this arid land. Around the well, he sees 3 flocks of sheep lying down, waiting. A large stone covers the mouth of the well, a common practice to protect the precious water source. The shepherds are gathered, waiting for all the flocks to arrive before they water their animals. This well is more than just a source of water. It's a hub of community life, a place where news is shared and connections are made. It's at this very spot that Jacob's life is about to take a dramatic turn. Curious and eager to find his mother's family, Jacob approaches the shepherds. He greets them warmly, saying, "My brothers, where are you from?" Their response is the one he's been hoping for. "We are from Haran," they reply. This confirms he has reached his destination. Jacob continues his inquiry. "Do you know Laban, son of Nahor?" They nod. "Yes, we know him." A sense of relief and excitement must have washed over Jacob. He was so close. He then asks, "Is he well?" The shepherds answer, "He is well," and here comes his daughter Rachel with the sheep. Just as they speak, Jacob looks up and sees her. Rachel, a beautiful young woman, is approaching the well with her father's flock. There's an immediate connection, a moment that feels divinely orchestrated. The Bible tells us Rachel was lovely in form and beautiful. For Jacob, seeing her must have felt like a sign, a confirmation that he was exactly where he was supposed to be. This wasn't just a chance meeting. It was a pivotal moment in the unfolding of God's greater plan. Seeing Rachel, the daughter of his mother's brother Laban, Jacob is filled with a surge of energy and emotion. He doesn't wait for the other shepherds. Acting with surprising strength and determination, he goes over to the well and with a great effort rolls the heavy stone away from its mouth all by himself. He then proceeds to water the flock belonging to his uncle Laban. It's a powerful act of kindness and service, a gesture that speaks volumes without a single word. After watering the sheep, he approaches Rachel, kisses her, and begins to weep aloud. Overwhelmed with emotion, he finally explains who he is. "I am your father's relative, the son of Rebekah." Stunned but excited by this news, Rachel doesn't hesitate. She runs straight home to tell her father Laban about the incredible arrival of their kinsman. When Laban hears the news about his sister's son, Jacob, he rushes out to meet him. He embraces him, kisses him, and welcomes him warmly into his home. It's a joyous family reunion. Jacob recounts his entire story to Laban, the conflict with his brother Esau, the journey, and the divine promises he received. Laban listens and declares, "You are my own flesh and blood." And so Jacob stays with Laban, finding a temporary home and a sense of belonging after his long and lonely journey. A month passes, and Jacob proves to be a diligent and capable worker, tending to Laban's flocks and contributing to the household. Laban, a shrewd businessman, recognizes Jacob's value. He approaches Jacob and says, "Just because you are a relative, should you work for me for nothing? Tell me, what should your wages be?" Now, Laban had 2 daughters. The older was named Leah, who the scriptures say had weak or delicate eyes, and the younger was the beautiful Rachel, with whom Jacob was already deeply in love. Jacob's heart was set. He saw his future with Rachel. So he made his proposal, a declaration of his love and commitment. He answered Laban, "I will serve you for 7 years in return for your younger daughter, Rachel." 7 years was a significant bride price, a testament to the depth of Jacob's love. Laban readily agrees, saying, "It's better that I give her to you than to some other man. Stay here with me." The deal was struck. For Jacob, the years of labor ahead seemed like nothing. The Bible beautifully states that the 7 years seemed like only a few days to him because of his love for her. He worked with joy and anticipation, his eyes always on the prize, the hand of his beloved Rachel. Finally, the 7 years of service are complete. The time that had seemed so short is now over. Jacob goes to Laban and says, "Give me my wife. My time is completed, and I want to marry her." Laban gathers the people of the place and throws a great wedding feast. The celebration is joyous, the culmination of 7 years of waiting. Jacob, filled with happiness, anticipates the moment he will finally be united with Rachel. But as night falls, a shadow of deception creeps into the celebration. Laban, in an act of cunning deceit, takes his older daughter, Leah, and brings her to Jacob's tent under the cover of darkness. In the midst of the festivities and the dim light, Jacob is tricked. The next morning, the sun rises, and the truth is revealed in the harsh light of day. When Jacob wakes, he discovers that the woman beside him is not Rachel, but Leah. The shock, the betrayal, the heartbreak must have been immense. He immediately confronts Laban, his voice filled with anger and confusion. "What is this you have done to me? I served you for Rachel, didn't I? Why have you deceived me?" Laban's response is a cold justification based on local custom. He calmly explains, "It is not our custom here to give the younger daughter in marriage before the older one." He had withheld this crucial piece of information for 7 long years. Laban then presents a new deal, a cruel twist of the knife. He says, "Finish this daughter's bridal week. Then we will give you the younger one also, in return for another 7 years of work." Jacob is trapped. He has already consummated the marriage with Leah, and his love for Rachel is as strong as ever. Faced with an impossible choice, he has little option but to agree to Laban's terms. He completes the traditional week-long celebration for his marriage to Leah. Then, Laban gives him his daughter Rachel to be his wife as well. Jacob is finally married to the woman he loves, but the circumstances are far from ideal. The seeds of rivalry and jealousy between the two sisters have been sown, setting the stage for decades of family strife. The Bible notes that Jacob loved Rachel more than Leah, and he stayed on to serve Laban for another 7 years. So what can we learn from this intricate and emotional story? Genesis 29 is a powerful lesson in patience and perseverance. Jacob waited 7 years for Rachel, a testament to his deep love. Yet even his best-laid plans were appended by deception. This story teaches us that life is often unpredictable and doesn't always go according to our plans. We see the painful consequences of deceit. Laban's trickery caused immense pain and created a dysfunctional family dynamic that would last for generations. But through it all, we see the thread of God's sovereignty. Even in the midst of human failure, betrayal, and hardship, God's ultimate plan continues to unfold. Jacob's marriages to both Leah and Rachel would lead to the birth of the 12 sons who would become the heads of the 12 tribes of Israel. God was working through the mess, turning deception and heartache into a part of his redemptive story. It's a reminder that even when we can't see the path ahead, we can trust that God is guiding our steps and working all things together for his good purpose. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Genesis 29. The Bible is filled with these rich, complex stories that continue to teach and inspire us today. We hope this has given you a new perspective on this incredible chapter. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next journey through Scripture. Until next time, may you find strength and hope in His Word.